How's it going, everybody? Level M Diecast, bringing a brand spanking new 5-pack for this year. Brand new 2024 5-pack. This is Matchbox Retro. This is one of the coolest ideas I think they've had in a very, very long time. All of these models in here are an ode to something previous, a throwback of some sort. They are all tied to previous released models. So I do have all of them, except for, of course, the Honda. I'm not 100% sure what the Honda is based on, but we're still going to get through these, and we're just going to start from the top. I'll just get this cracked open. Ooh, there we go. We have our little stand behind us there, which will give us a little bit of help. We'll make our way from the top to the bottom. Of course, we do have the Austin minivan. Good googly cones, it says on the side. Cones, shakes, and colds treats in a pink color. Looks cool. Does have kind of like a little bit of a tan base. S43 is the day code on these, so you're still being in the 2023 manufacturing year. No front or rear print on this one. There's a little bit of metallic flake in the paint. Just a little bit that you can see a little bit in there. So, like I said, these are all tied to previously released models. So, we're going to go way back for this one. This one's going to go way, way back. Matter of fact, we're going to go all the way back to 2023. Yes, this one is so retro, it just came out. That is the throwback there. There is your good googly cones. This was in the main line, the ice cream truck. Just in the standard main line for 2023. It wasn't in a 5-pack or nothing like that. Just a single release. See, it has all the same details and stuff like that. Of course, different color pink because the body is plastic. But you might be able to build yourself a little bit of a theme or a little bit of a kind of a situation going on. I might have to just put that guy sideways, unfortunately, because he doesn't quite fit in there. So that's a bummer, but that's okay. All right, next one up. This is the Volvo. This is the Rough Country, Cross Country, I'm sorry. Volkswagen Rabbit. So this one does say Rough Rabbit 3 on it. This one does have an interior variation, which is extremely going to be way, way difficult to pull from the 5-pack. This particular one I have right here does have the cargo in the bed. It's very, very difficult to try to see in there, but there is cargo in, I think this one is cargo and different cargo. But some of them, most of the Golfs are cargo or no cargo. This one looks good. Of course, brand spanking new deco. Does sport the newer off-road wheel, which I think looks fantastic. Integrated brush guard looks good. Get your Volkswagen through there in the grill. It's a pretty nice version. So again, this one does have the interior variation, which is going to be very, very, very difficult to get because the interior is black. So very, very hard to see in there to see what the deco is. But the original Rough Rabbit is this guy. This is the off-road Volkswagen Golf. There are a couple versions. I do have 2 versions of this one. This dated, looks like 1981. So this one is Macau based. This does have the red interior with some blueprint on the outside. Looks pretty good. Integrated tow hitch right there. Does have your plate integrated there as well. Some just old school Matchbox coolness. A little bit of suspension to it, just a little bit. Quite large compared to the other one. And then there was one with a blue interior, so I do have the blue interior version as well. So those are your 2 original Rough Rabbits, the original OG Rough Rabbits. That we're going to put on the side there because those ones, well, they actually kind of fit. Nah, that doesn't quite fit because we do have a Rough Rabbit 2. Yes, this was Rough Rabbit 2. You see, it does say Rough Rabbit 2. It says 76 on the side. Of course, it is 1976 Volkswagen Mark I Golf GTI. That one looks pretty cool. This was, I think this may have came out in the Target Retro Series, potentially. I don't 100% remember. This one has some cargo in the back. I'm not really sure if that shows on the camera, but there's cargo in the bed. And then, of course, we have the one that has no cargo in the bed. So all of these Golfs have interior variations, at least all the ones that they make nowadays. But this one looks pretty good. So those are the previous versions, the Rabbit number 2, and now we have our Rough Rabbit number 3. So they kind of changed up the deco a little bit. It's white instead of that one. Of course, it's 90, because I do believe that is a 90 Volkswagen Rabbit. All right, next one up, this is the field car. This is the Matchbox field car proper. This one is decoed up just like the original field car was. This one is pretty nice because it has some extra print for the headlights, which is very, very, very nice. Of course, it does have the trailer hitch and stuff like that in there. Says MBX Race Team on the side, Bushwhacker 4x4 Matchbox logo, and number 180. This is the original field car here. See, this field car is number 179, so we get one other number, and then just some random prints on there. So they do resemble each other for sure. The new field car is definitely a bit of a more fantasy kick, a little bit towards from the original one. I think the original one looked a little bit better. The original one was basically an international, but they look pretty good together. Decals look pretty good, 180 and 179. So I think that's super, super cool. Obviously not the exact same decals, but you know, you got to make it modern flavor. They both still have the spare tire on the back, which is super cool. And there's a bunch of variations for this one. I think this particular one is a transitional, if I remember correctly. So a lot of different variations for that particular field car. All right, the Honda Civic, CVCC. I believe this is a 71, 76 Honda. This one is just in blue. So I was pondering on what exactly this one is supposed to retro represent. There's a little bit of print on the back. It just says blue, what does it say? Blue now? Blue Monday. So I'm not exactly sure what this is supposed to represent, but I do feel like it's supposed to represent maybe the Matchbox 38, which is the Honda motorcycle, and the trailer. I couldn't really find a good picture to show you guys. I do apologize. I do believe it came in blue as a transitional, but I'm not really sure 100%. I've reached out to a couple of people I know for some information, but I didn't hear anything back as of the time of the video, so I figured I would just roll with it. I wanted to get this video up as soon as possible because I think this one is super cool. All right, and the last one in the mix, of course, is the Volkswagen Baja Beetle. This one, a very, very 90s looking theme, and that is very, very proper. It is kind of a dull neon green. It's not really neon. It's more of like a gloss neon green, which is kind of an interesting choice. But again, this is for retro purposes. They are throwing the deco old school back, and that original deco came on this guy. This is the Chevy van, the 4x4 lifted Chevy van. That is the exact replica right there. This did come in, I think this may have come in a 5-pack. I think it may have come in a single too, but I think it came in a 5-pack. It's about 93, 94 is the release for this particular van. So definitely a very good throwback. You can see the just quality of prints have improved significantly over time. The yellows are quite different between the two, but I think that is okay. Still looks pretty good, so I definitely like that. And then just a little bit of a bonus. There was a recolor type version of that particular deco with white and purple and green. So we do have, of course, the possibility of getting a recolor on our good old 4x4 Baja Beetle. So there you go. That is the Matchbox Retro 5-pack. 1 year retro, but then you go back, you go way back all the way for the rest. I think this is fantastic. I think this is the coolest 5-pack that Matchbox has done in a very long time. I'm glad that I have all the original models to kind of go with. I really don't know what this one is, but if you guys have an idea of what that throwback is supposed to be, drop a comment, man. Let me know. Give me that info. I need the deets. Gotta let me know what that stuff is, because somebody out there knows. Somebody out there knows the significance of having a blue Honda. And maybe it's not necessarily a Honda, but I don't see what it would be tied to other than that. But anyways, we gonna roll out. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much. Cool 5-pack as we roll out here on Level M. Peace.